One thing I gotta say for anyone that wants to become a cop, make sure you don't get between the bad cops and the person that hates those bad cops, because you may be a good cop. Because I know someone and she's so sweet, like super nice, super sweetheart, and she wants to become a cop. And like my recommendation to her, and when I see her I'll tell her that, is don't get caught in between that bad cop and the person that bad cop is abusing. Because just because you're a good cop doesn't mean you ain't gonna get caught in between that bad cop and the person that hates that bad cop. And you may not fully understand what I'm talking about, but I can't get into it in detail because that's how Canada is. You can't fully express your opinion without having it used against you at a later date and time. But what I'm saying is, don't get caught in between that bad cop and that person that bad cop's abusing, because it's not going to be good. It's not going to be good. Just because you're a good cop, you're still wearing that gang. You're still repping that hood. You're repping that gang. And I know some people want to say the cops ain't a gang. You haven't dealt with the cops on a level that those people that understand they're a gang has dealt with them. But I don't know. I recommend that if you are a good cop, don't be a street beat cop, because those street beat cops have more interactions, but at the end of the day, those interactions can lead to bad consequences. And I don't want to get into it, but I'm telling you, just because you feel like you're a good cop doesn't mean you ain't part of a gang. Just like a gangbanger that feel like he ain't a bad gangbanger doesn't mean he ain't gonna get caught in between. Because just because you feel that you're a good gangbanger doesn't mean that you ain't gonna be caught in between those gangs. You know what I mean? You may not fully understand what I mean, but I don't want to have to show you what I mean, because I hope it doesn't get to that point. And I hope the violations of my rights and the other things that have happened, I am compensated for. But at the end of the day, I don't need a head. I don't need a brain. And if you understand that, you know what I mean. Because if you got a vest on the chest, just like they do, the only place that's gonna hit you, unless it's a rifle, and you can get some plates in your vest, now that rifle ain't gonna do nothing. To put them on a higher level, put you on a higher level than they feel they're on. I'm not gonna get into it though. Have a good day.